Hi class, good morning. I created a program here. It is called ZKC Base 01. So if you are totally overwhelmed, if you are totally lost, if you are just starting to work on your midterm program, this is the place to start. Um, I have put everything in here into one single file, main.cpp, and I will take you through all of this. This has an animal class. It has a derived hyena class. It does not do any file I/O, but it does create some animal objects, a couple animal objects, and most importantly, a couple hyena objects. So with that, let's just take a look. The includes here, you're familiar with IO stream. There's also S stream. This comes in handy when you're dealing with mixed data types. And once you have S stream, you can treat it just like you would C out. Chrono is for time. And by the way, I'm using C++20, which makes it really nice to get a date, for goodness sakes, out of a C++ program. So before this, it was really a pain. It was, would be a midterm project just to just to get the system date out of a C++ program. Anyway, Chrono does that. And then vector, we're going to use vector as our list to collect our objects. This is a small program, so please allow me to use using namespace std and also using namespace std chrono. Okay, so it just makes the code a little less, a little more readable. Okay, so a couple functions here. This is the function that will just return the current date. So you can take a look at this and see how OString is working here, and this will return the current system date. This is the function that will find the animal birth date. I think that this function, if you haven't coded up this function yet, you can just use it like this. I think it'll be pretty handy. All you have to do is pass in an age in years and the birth month and the birth day. So in your list, when it comes in and it says hyena, born in spring, 5 years old, that's all the information you need here, right? So the age would be 5. Birth month, you will have to code up a switch statement or something to figure out if it's spring, and then the birth month is going to be March and the day is going to be 21st. So the way that works is, and this is in the design specs, if the animals come in with just a birth month, you assign the first day, they come in with a birth season, and you just take the first day of that season for their day of their birth. Okay, so that is how that works. So here's the animal class. A constructor. What is a constructor? It's called whenever you create a new object from that class. Some things about constructors: it must be public, it must be the same name as the class, and it must end in parentheses. So here's the constructor. All the constructor does in this case is it adds to num of animals. So what is num of animals? Num of animals is an important variable. It is an int variable, and it is also static. This means that this variable belongs to the class. So this belongs to the animal class. And you can see that here when you initialize it. Num of animals, this belongs to the animal class. I'm outside that class. It is static and private, but I can access it like this. I can initialize num of animals here to 0. Okay, so yeah, that's and there's no getters and setters in here. Your program will run fine without them. Yes, you should use getters and setters if you're if you're comfortable with that. You should also use interfaces and implementation. That means .h header files and separate implementation files for the classes. Here I've just put the two classes into this one file named main.cpp. So that's it for animal class. Here's creating a subclass named hyena. This is all there is to it. Class keyword hyena colon, and then public, that's important, and then animal. This means that animal is a superclass of hyena. So this program here does not it doesn't do anything really nice about calling the super constructor or anything like that. Okay, so it's just a subclass. And then here's main. So in main we have some couts. Create a dynamic array of a vector that acts like a list of animals. So all there is to it: vector, arrow bracket, data type. Data type is animal, and then we'll call this list of animal. Okay, let's create a new animal. Couple ways to create a new object. You can do it on the stack. If you do it on the stack, it's just like this. Data type, and then a name. And in this case, I created my stack animal, and my stack animal is this, right? It is an animal, and it does have a name as one of its properties. So I assign Leo to that name. Then what I do is I add the name to the vector. So list of animals, this was this vector I created right here. Dot pushback, this means push to the back, it means add to the back of the list. That's what that means. And then we have calculate birthday. So this is where this is the payoff for creating this function here, calculate animal birthday. You will get that and put that into the birthday right here. Okay, and then here is where we create a new animal in a region of memory called the heap. The heap is not the stack. That's what it is. I think most of your programs, when you're developing a program, you should use this. You should use heap, and you should use smart pointers to handle memory management there. yes, that's true. Um, but if you don't want to, uh, look at smart pointers right now, that's certainly fine. You can get through this program if you just want to understand uh, creating animals like this on the stack. That's fine, but just know what this new word does here. New allocates memory on the heap for the object and then returns the address. Returns that address, so you need a pointer. See, this is a pointer, right? Animal star. This is my heap animal. This is a pointer that will point to an animal object, right? A pointer is a special variable that will contain a memory address, right? So new returns that memory address. The memory address is contained in my heap animal right here. So that's it. Then I give it a name. So Simba gets a name. Then notice how my heap animal is a pointer, so it must be dereferenced. That's the star here before adding to the vector. Now, once it's in your vector list, you can delete it. So avoid memory leaks there. Right. And then just because we can, we're going to create two hyenas, create them on the stack, give them names, Ed and Zig, and we'll push them back to the back of the stack. And now we should have 4 animals on our list, right? And we've given them names. So we've got a couple of hyenas. And notice here in hyena, here's class hyena, it does not have name in it. So how can we do this? How can we do hyena1.name? Well, hyena is a subclass of animal. That means everything in animal, all this good stuff in animal is available to us in hyena, because hyena is a subclass of animal. That's called inheritance. Okay, so that's how inheritance works. So the animals that we have Zig, we have Ed, we have Simba, and we have Leo, right? 2 lions and 2 hyenas. So when we run this, let's output this. You can see how nice the vector makes it to output. This is a for each, right? So for each animal in list of animals, do this. So we don't have to tell it explicitly. We don't have to know how many animals are in our list. We just have to set up a for each loop like this, and it will be fine. Okay, so when we run that, you'll see I don't know why that error flashes like that the first time. It's a little bit alarming. And then, like I say, I said in the previous video, I'm just getting used to C-Line here. Thanks DJ for recommending that. It's great. It's an upgrade from Code Blocks, and doesn't stress me out like VS Code. If you're using VS Code, that's great, wonderful, good for you. I can't get VS Code to work properly with C++. So, but yeah, this is all there is to it. Lots of output statements here. So anyway, I'm going to package this up, and I'll send this to you in another GitHub assignment. Like I say, if you have not started on this, just start with this. Spend a few hours, on this, and you will have a program. Things that we need to do here: we just need to access arriving animals and read it line by line, and figure out what the species is. Well, I guess we do need to create subclasses of lion, tigers, and bears. But all right, so I hope that this is helpful. Please give me some feedback if this was helpful or if it wasn't, or if you're getting tired of these videos. If I'm annoying you, that's fine too. Just let me know. All right, and I will conclude this video and push this out to you.